Retro Mondays.
Hey, what's happening, gamers? Welcome back to another Retro Monday, making old school and Mondays fun again. Today's review is Contra for the Nintendo Entertainment System, which released in 1987 first on the arcades, then hit the NES the following year. Contra was developed by Konami and is regarded as one of the hardest games in history to beat, no lie. If you've never broken a controller or gone all Mike Tyson on your wall, chances are you've never played this game. Haha, noobs. Just kidding. I know some of you have only been gaming the last 10 or 15 years, so it's understandable. Contra, or Probotector, I think as it's known in Europe, is a running and gunning game for the NES. The goal of the game? Shoot the bad guys before they shoot you, of course! Sounds simple enough, but it so isn't. Our tale revolves around Schwarzenegger and Stallone clones named Bill and Lance. Uncle Sam's boys are sent in to neutralize the Red Falcon organization. At least, that's the story we get from the Famicom version. The US game takes place somewhere in South America and has our heroes invading a country, because they can, I guess. The robot version takes place in the far future, which makes sense. There are two types of action stages in this game, side-scrolling shoot-'em-up levels and a fixed third-person shooter. The 3D stage takes place when players go inside the enemy's base. In order to proceed, you need to literally blast the doors open. Upon completion of each level, you will face a boss. Contra can be played solo, or a brave friend can tag along too. Contra's co-op feature stood out among many arcade and NES games back in the day. The gameplay consists of being able to shoot in 8 directions, jump all around, duck enemy bullets, and obtain power-ups. These power-ups are divided into 2 categories, weapons and assist powers. Weapons include a machine gun, flamethrower, laser, and the spread gun. Items to assist you are rapid fire and the barrier, which will make your character temporarily invincible. Contra doesn't use a health bar system though. Once you get hit, you die. When all your lives are gone, this game gives you the option of continuing. Just so you know, your high score is reset and you only have limited continues though. This game isn't for the lack of skill and is above what the typical hardcore audience plays these days. Frankly, Contra will really test the boundaries of your temper and sanity, neither of which is good for you, by the way. Well, what don't I like about this game? Besides gamers around the globe dubbing it one of the top 5 hardest games of all time, not that much. Sometimes memorizing the pattern isn't always gonna work cause the enemies don't spawn in the same locations, and that one-hit death thing will catch even the most confident Contra player off guard many times. Stages I couldn't stand had to be stage 5 through 7. Especially having not only to be cautious of enemy fire, but also the many bombs being dropped all around me. Stage 6 had those flame traps near the end of the level, and I really hated them! I take comfort knowing I'm not alone in this though. In the comments section below, I would really like to know what level in Contra makes you want to rip out your hair. As a kid, I just hated this game. Not because of the poor gameplay, graphics, or music or anything like that. No, I hated it because it just dissolved all the fun out of the air, and I just didn't enjoy playing it. Out of all the weapons in this game, I think only the flamethrower and laser weapons are the ones that are the most useless. Now in later installments, Konami fixes them, but for this game, they suck and the range of these weapons is just pitiful. The limited lives is almost a deal breaker for owning this game as well. However, the more enemies you shoot, the more likely you are to earn an extra life, which is always good. My final complaint with this game is the anticlimactic ending though. Those of you that have beaten this game, after all your blood, sweat, and tears, this is the coveted ending of the game. They hop in the helicopter and fly away! What are you kidding me? I beat this game for this? Why, oh why, Konami, do you do this to me? Contra does have some redeeming qualities though. What makes this game possible to beat is the spread gun, baby, yeah! I just love this gun! It annihilates everything! It's perfect for range and close-up combat. The spread gun also appears to be the boss's biggest weakness in this entire game, And if you make it to the boss with this wonderful power-up, you can spam the crap out of them until victory is yours. The barrier power-up is a godsend, especially on some of the more difficult traps you'll encounter in the game. Still, your best ally in this game is the ducking feature. Once you master this, the sky's the limit. My tip is to exploit this ability like crazy in the base stages, and also when bullets are coming your way, you can duck and you can also use this feature in the water. Can somebody tell me why Konami has some of the best game music of all time? Many of their NES games' tunes are embedded in my brain and I can't get them out of my head, and Contra's score is definitely among them. As soon as the music kicks in, you know you're in for one tough, wild ride. Graphics aren't too bad for a NES game. My favorite design stages had to be inside the bases and stages 5 and 8. But I'm sorry, the Famicom game just looks so much better that it's not even a contest. Co-op adds another dimension to this game as well, but for obvious reasons, the missus wouldn't play this game past the first and second levels, and I don't blame her. Nonetheless, even this game's difficulty was not enough to prevent it from becoming popular among the NES generation. This game spawned numerous sequels and expansions to other systems too. Yet amazingly enough, the developers still make sure that the franchise is as hard as nails as it was at the beginning. I respect and hate them at the same time for this decision. Contra 4 comes into mind. That game is just evil and so insane. Anyway, Contra's other claim to fame was the 30 lives code thanks to the Konami code. With this code in place, it eased the dread of Contra's challenge factor and for many became one of their favorite games of all time. All in all, Contra had a lot to offer the gamer. Even though the game was really short, it had a super abusive difficulty, great gameplay, and replay value that kept gamers coming back. Personally, I want you guys and gals to know that I do like this game to some degree. As far as suggesting you all play this game, well, that's gonna have to be up to you. I would suggest using the cheats and think of it more like riding a bike with training wheels on. Once the wheels come off though, well, be prepared to get your butt kicked. Big time. Since this game is only available on the Wii's Virtual Console in Japan, buying Contra 4 for the DS is your best bet if you don't want to track down the NES cart. Because when you get Contra 4, Contra and Super C are unlockables once you beat the game. Trust me, portable Contra on the go is pretty awesome. Just don't go yelling at the game in any public places. People might think you're nuts. Alrighty, that does it for another Monday Retro Review. Keep checking back every Monday to see another classic game review in the old school K-Wing style. Again, on this channel, you will get a video from me almost every day. The next review in development for GotGame.com is going to be Sonic Colors, and you guys can look forward to that on November 27th. That does it for me, gamers. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and until we meet again, gamers, God bless and happy gaming.